Hi guys, it's Carl the Wandering Gamer back for another episode of Shadowrun Returns. We're playing Jaybird in Dead Man's Switch, episode 9. Let's get started. After hours, when you return to the Seamstresses Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. I agree. Nobody's here. Except this very odd-looking Santa Claus janitor. Mrs. Kubota is in the back. Alright, another janitor over here. Are they all hackers? Oh, there's Cherry. Maybe I can talk to her. Gathered around in... what's in the sausages? Gathered around the intimate back bar, Mrs. Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausage fills the room. Okay, we got Coyote, we got Cherry Bomb, and Mr. Clue. Evening, sir. What's right around town? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. What if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? Still doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. I agree. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock. You're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, but he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. Not with a suit like that, you won't. Don't worry about it, big guy. I'll leave you to your business. Oh, I hope I didn't aggravate him. Oh, man. Ohio. Would you like some? She stops. Forgive me, May, but you look bad. Thanks, just the welcome I was looking for. Long night. I've been working. Oh, be relaxed. Thanks, just the welcome I was looking for. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities, and she nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. So I've been told. Helps when the other team doesn't walk away. Yeah. I can tell you've been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there's something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yeah. Found some evidence, and I need some help. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. I'm certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they're awake. It's likely you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? I didn't need the whole plate, but okay. Anything else? Alright. You're about to transition to a new location. Confirm. The digital world. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix, the cybernetic analog of Inside the Grid, the worldwide computer network, a digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work, while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes, filled with data, IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world, and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked if you aren't careful. get dump shocked out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy decker and you could die. Alright, time to learn a little bit. Hadn't planned on being a decker, but I guess I'm going to have to do something. Oh, what do we got here? David Fry, too. I guess he's the one I need to talk to. Ooh, something's over. Oh, that's my stash. Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. Can either of you two do a DNA analysis on a blood sample? Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. Sounds good. He brightens. I just read a journal about it, so the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track down its owner via a matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. There you go. Jaybird, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Thanks, guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No Trek! He turns to Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do. And Jaybird, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. Alright. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Jaybird. Awesome. That worked out good. You need some hardware? I want to take a look. Whoa. Cyberdex. So, $1,000 deck versus a $500 deck. I need Decker 5 to use it though. Consumables, ESPs, programs. Man, that's a lot of stuff I don't know anything about. Of course, I'll never learn if I don't try. Man. Okay. I'll exit for now. Then I'll check my karma. I have 6. Now, I have intelligence of 2. I'm going to need way more. And I don't have enough. Nor will I have enough. Best I could hope for is Decker 3. And I'd kind of like to bump my range combat. So I'll exit for now. Who's... Oh, Fangrass. Was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for, say, 20%. That leaves $2,000 for you. Sure. Pleasure doing business. I can handle that. What do we got? Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. That does sound fascinating, and I would like to know more. Maybe we can sit down with David and he can share his research, but let's stay focused. I agree. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I gotta warn you, once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? I've actually had none. I don't even... Jacking in. Oh. So I'm playing Johnny Clean. This will be interesting. He's only running a Renraku, huh? Killer, medic, suppression, sniffer, ESP. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to shift enter because I don't have anything. Your synapses light up as you connect your unconsciousness to your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelmed and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. Okay? So now I am literally in the computer. Oh, I guess I removed myself. Didn't mean to do that. You can tell I've never done this before. Hey, come on. Alright, he can jack in. Confirm. End. There we go. Let's try this again. What do we got here? Okay. Let's not mess with anything. The arch will take us to the next node. I don't even know where I'm going. Ah, Lone Star, I guess is where I'm going. The data store ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. Okay, so heals yourself? No. Increases your chance to hit. Powerful attack at one target. Reduce alarm state by 4. Or creates an attacker expert system program. I guess it can go there. Oh my. And what can he do? Oh, that's Overwatch. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, cool. Gone. And then it's cooling down. So I'll hit the sniffer on the attack program. give him a better chance to do what he's got to do. Alright. So now... what's that? White, icy white sentry? I don't really know the difference. Do it again. And he goes away. And I don't have any more attack programs. Nor can I move. So I'll end it. And he missed. So next I'll have this guy do one of those twice. Now, I can do that. No. I can do that again. Can I hit him? No. Out of range, I guess. There we go. Oh, still okay, huh? Hit him again. Let's see if there's a match. Hack DNA database, 100% match. Arrest records database. Awesome. Silas Forsberg, deceased, chop shop surgical assistant, breaking and entering, public indecency, brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. Okay, so they're listed as deceased, but I don't think that's true. 100% match. Dead man. Let's keep looking. Okay, so I guess I can't keep looking in there, so we'll come over here. Autopsy records. All right. Missed me. Oh, hit me. Medic, no. Sniffer. Killer. Alright, we'll do killer. Alright, that was good enough to take him out. What about this one? Alright, time for you to get into the action. You can go that far on a 1, which leaves you enough to do that. Alright. Autopsy records. There we go. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to disfigurement. Had to check dental records, no next of kin. Questionable. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. Keeps getting weirder. Okay. Nothing else to do there. Alright, So I can't really go anywhere else. Let's go here. And they're moving into place. Alright, and then he moves into place, arrives there, and then hits that guy. Twice. Then that guy hits him twice. And then hits him once. Got 2 more hits on the same Silas. Alright. So, take him out. I want to save a move, so you hit him twice. And then Johnny Clean moves over to the Newsnet archive. News. Return on the subject. Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body, a mass of puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medication and sedatives. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all his belongings to his psychiatrist. Oddly enough, the identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, as far as too common here in the sprawl. Well, you do live in Seattle. Can't blame you. Now, that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup in meat space for a bit. Okay. Alright, so I guess, that's jacking out. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to his psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find his doctor. You in? Yeah, let's do it. Since I can't go with you anyway. Johnny Clean, Persona. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. And then I will run the program. Suppression, killer, sniffer, medic. What's he got? He's got a 99. So let him do his white sparky IC. I don't know what that even is. Let's try that. And hit that. Cannot move. Awesome. I will hit that guy. Hey, quit it. Charging. I'll hit him with what I think is my best attack. And it took him out. And then hit him there. Wow, got a lot of moves. Okay, and then you have 99, and that should take him out. Very good. To the medical board. Oops, wrong guy. Here we go. Patient records. Searching medical records. Located. 2040 to present. Quite large. Takes half an hour to read through. Final entry is the most significant. Written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe he's being treated by another elf as significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded with me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Okay? How about go back a little further? Data's missing or corrupted. Pediatric record. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from a chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology we're seeing, there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. Okay. Interesting. So he's probably the troll. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going to see what... Alright, go this way, since I don't know where else to go. Watch out, that black ice could fry our brains and kill us. Is that black ice? So I guess I can only go to about there. And I believe I'm going that way. Or maybe I could have gone either way. Okay. So, Johnny Clean is doing the sniffer on the attack program. And then I'm doing the killer on this guy. And then a regular attack to take him out. And then this guy's going over here and attacking the black ice. And I don't have any more that... Oh, do I? Killer. Okay, fine. I'll do the killer again. Hit him hard. Okay. And then hit him with a normal. Gone. And here I go. Back at the medical board. See what they got. Employment records. Henry Hollings Holmes, MD, PhD. Current employment status. Current employment status. Currently holds position as Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital in Sonoma, Washington. Okay. Check previous employers. Psychiatrist Reddit, Mercy Mental. Attending psychiatrist, Mercy Mental. And private practice before that. Okay. I guess I'm done there. Bingo, back to meat space again. Okay. And I can't run all the way there yet. I'm not really sure what the program, or if I can turn off the program at this point. Alright, jack it out. Reality is at the end of day contextual. Yeah, reality is at the end of day contextual. And as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck, I don't have a deck, and find that the Union's safe house has risen. Alright, so let's talk to David Fry. David looks almost as tired as you do, and you can tell that this case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Jaybird? No, he doesn't have an identical twin brother. He faked his death. Or it doesn't belong to the killer. Maybe he faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What was it that we saw in the autopsy report? The face was so mangled. He was killed by sedatives, but the coroner still thought he had ripped his... No. Simple suicide? No. The face was mangled. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. Yeah. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linked to him in a different crime? Had a corp gunning for him maybe? Probably got in over his head? No. He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True, would look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is the beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor, who he then, I don't know, maybe he assumed that guy's life. Dr. Holmes' employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his files matches the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Yep. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high-caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends to go loaded for bear. I agree. I side-loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. See, you're not coming? I think my part here is done. You might want to go sticking your hand into a hornet's nest, but I'm a little more wary of the jobs I take these days. Okay. You take the easy ones and leave the rest to me? I'm fine with that. You need some hardware? Not right now. What's my, karma look like? Alright. Do I want to get the decking business going on? To get the deck I want, I need like a 5, which means I would need 3 plus 4 plus 5. That's 12 just to get my intelligence high enough. And then 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 to get my decking high enough, which is 14, for a total of 26 to get to the decking that I would want to be at. And I don't have that. But I can improve my charisma. And do I want corporate or academic or socialite? I've been dealing with corporate and academic. I'm about to go talk to a doctor. I'm going to choose academic. Then I'm going to improve my range combat again, leaving me with a karma of 1 and nothing to spend it on. I don't plan on punching anyone. I don't plan on casting spells or summoning spirits. So I'll confirm that. And move on. But I do want to talk to Grubman. Alright. Oh, I missed that. Just in time, I have a whole slew of new toys in from a supplier back east. Factory fresh and still smelling of their mother's gun oil. Maybe there's something in this batch you'd be interested in. How long you been in this trade? Well, let's see. I left Cal free on July 8th. That was a Thursday. From there, I wandered a bit, applied my skills as a merc in a half-dozen different wars, official or otherwise. Never did take to running the shadows like some of the boys I knew. Too subtle for my tastes, I suppose. Surely there was no shortage of full-scale engagements to be had, so I didn't want for work. Might still be doing it today if I hadn't lost the arm. How'd you lose it? It was all so stupid. Some Azzies were lobbing smokers behind our lines, more to mess with us than anything. I decided to toss one back, and didn't it just figure that that one I grabbed ain't a smoker? I got it off, but only just barely. Shredded my old arm, but good. Got plenty of other scars to remember the moment by as well, but the arm was the big one. So take a word of advice from an old soldier. Make sure you're never holding a grenade in one hand unless you just pulled the pin with the other. Now, if I haven't given you reason to doubt my professional competence, how about we talk turkey? What can I get you? Well, let me see. Ares Predator. Pretty good looking pistol. Too bad I'm not much of a pistol user. Old school revolver. Wow. That's a good one. Colt Cobra. Mil-spec SMG. Beretta 990. Shotgun seemingly made for Shadowrunners. Capacity 8. My capacity is 2. Damage is 18. An assault rifle with a capacity of 36. A damage of 12. Ooh, I like both of those. Alright. I'll take the Remington. Damage 18. Capacity 8. And I'll take the FN HAR. A specialist assault rifle used by CorpSec units. Okay. Drones, consumables. Let's see. I usually use the Fichettes, but the Cavaliers do more. They're not that much more expensive. Okay. That should be enough. And then I'll unload that. What's that? The street sweeper? I'll unload that. And load the HAR. And I've got that already. The Remington. So I might want an extra weapon. Yeah, I'll carry 2 shotguns. Why not? Alright. And then I'll dump those. And I'll choose my 3 Cavaliers. Now, Nitro +2 Charisma and Willpower. I don't think I need that. Body Strength and Willpower. I'm gonna avoid the stems right now. So I got 3 frags, 2 shotguns, and assault rifle. Okay. Sounds good. Confirm. Alright. All done. Merceman, got anything new? Need some new armor? Let me take a look. Alright, there we go. Ganger mask, taking off a dead ganger. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Ooh, UCAS shock gear, mil-spec, customized for the shadows. Strength +1, hit points +6. I think I like that. Okay, Golden Boy is a rigger armor. First Nation armor. Tribal uniform of the Urban Shaman grants charisma +1 and spirit control. I can't use the spirit control. But you know what? The armor 6 of the shock gear suits me, I think. Stealth suit, huh? Nothing else good in there. Interesting. Alright, I'm going with that. Oops. I meant to... Oops. I guess I would need to run over here and go to my stash. Who are you? Mr. Delilah. She's sleeping. Who's sleeping? Who's that? Change the channel. Yeah, I know. Okay, so that's my stash. So I'm taking the outfit. I kind of look like a, oh, what are those guys called? I'll think of it later. Still, pretty good. What just happened? Oh, did they change my outfit? Awesome. You come over here. Let's look at what we're doing. Just one glance is all you need to tell that the good doctor is exhausted. Her crumpled scrubs are stained with a mix of blood and other fluids too colorful to be naturally occurring in the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has built up a substantial sleep debt and has no idea when or how to begin paying it off. I'm not one to talk, you look like a Trek. Afraid there isn't much I can do for that. Doc Castle snaps her fingers and calls forth the spirit normally seen perched on her shoulder. It appears from out of the ether, and the doctor immediately seems less fatigued than she was a moment before. What can I do for you? Everything okay? Here at the Union, fine, just getting back myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteer at a medical center on the other side of Touristville. Had a rough shift. Alright, what happened? What always happens? Some run or some deal or some meet went south. One thing led to another, etc., etc. I didn't hear all the details. All I really know is what came in on the lips of the victim healthy enough to still speak. Apparently one of the Baron's gangs incurred the wrath of the local Solpa rings. Solpa? Like Korea Seoul? Leading to a rolling shootout through the city streets. Several bystanders were injured. But the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant out on Union Hill Road. They woke some sort of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. Well, good. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. But enough about my troubles, let's hear about yours. Tell me what ails you. I do. I want to look at your cyberware. So we have the data jack, cyber arm, dermal plating basic. Adds 2 armor. Bone lacing plastic, nope. Reflexes with reflex trigger. When triggered, you will dodge the first attack against you. And cyber legs and basic eyes. Well, the dermal plating sounds the most interesting. But to be honest, I think I'm getting a data jack. It's only half an essence. Dermal plating I could use in the chest. 2 to armor, adds 1 to body. I want something more advanced, and I don't want to spend my money on it, so I will confirm with that small amount. Cyberware causes essence loss. This affects magic rating of your character, as magic is equal to essence rounded down. Magic is very important to spellcasters. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half their magic, rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can cause spell slots to be permanently lost. In addition, each point of magic lost increases all spell cooldowns by 1. Casting a spell again when it is cooling causes drain damage to the caster. You cannot have less than 1 essence. Okay. Medical supplies, I'm probably good. We have trauma kits, med kits. Okay, I'm good with that. Never mind, I'm done. What else is going on back here? Anything? I did all that. Does Algernon have anything for me? Besides flowers. Algernon looks the same as always, so much so that one may wonder if he ever takes time to eat or sleep. Perhaps his presence on this plane of existence is insubstantial enough that he isn't subject to such base needs. Or perhaps he just does these things when no one is looking. Dark clouds surround you, my friend, but perhaps there is something I could provide that would help you with whatever weighs so heavily upon you. What's new? The spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. There is something new, different. I've seen some sick stuff lately. Might be what you mean. How about seems to be something new every day? What is it this time? Would that I knew. The spirits speak in riddles. They leave me with more questions than answers. But there is something else out there, something not born of life, as other spirits are. Shaking his head, Algernon opens his clasped hands to you as if begging forgiveness. Too often this world leaves us confounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. Can I be of service today? Let me see what you got. I don't really know anything. I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that. I don't have that. I don't have that. Okay. Weapons. Nope. I'm not sure he'll ever have anything for me. The direction I'm going. And I don't know if I want to buy a deck or not, even though I now have a new cyber deck, or a new data jack. I don't have the skill that I want. But I'll look. See what's up. Take a look. Cyberdecks. So that's the only one I can run. The first deck made for Shadowrun, simple and street ready. I'm not big on this one. I would much rather have this one. Higher evasion, higher IP. In fact, I might want the next one up from that. So I want to say no. But thank you. Now it's time to talk to Mr. Delilah. See if I can get her on my team. If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. And I need to hire a crew. How much money do I have? Almost 7 grand. Okay. So, I don't know that I want a Decker or any of those guys. And I wasn't terribly thrilled with the Rigger. I do like both of those guys. And then we have... Ooh! She'll go with me. For nothing? Huh, awesome. Awesome. Head to Mercy Mental Hospital to confront Mr. Holmes? Confirm. Mercy Mental Hospital. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam Watt's killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. I don't know if it's that simple. And yes, that is what I'm taking. Confirm. Alright, that's where we're going to take a break for this episode. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the rest of this Let's Play. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and please leave a comment if you have more to say than just I liked it or I didn't, or maybe just that. And I'm especially interested in what you have to say about how I'm playing, what I'm playing, and how things are going. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. So until next time, see you later.